Good morning, Munsey Park School. It's Thursday morning. It is now time for our morning announcements. Are we ready, Thomas? Okay.
Good morning, Munsey Park School. Today is Thursday, June 11th, 2020. My name is Julia Chinani, and I am from Miss Contrada, Miss Vincent, and Miss Taylor's 4th grade class. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. We will now hear some important announcements from Mr. Nolan.
Thank you very much, Julia. Good morning, Munsey Park School, boys and girls, teachers, and staff. Happy Thursday morning to you all. We have a quick shout out for those boys and girls who participated in yesterday's Flipgrid Challenge. And they are Benjamin J., Sophia M., Maxine M., Malini S., Rhea K., Teresa P., Julia P., and Mary P. Thank you for participating in the Flipgrid Challenge. A few announcements. Tomorrow is our last day of school. Tomorrow is Friday. It'll be our last day. We have our grade 6 procession in the morning. Staging times for that begin for some classes at 8:30. And we have our kindergarten procession tomorrow afternoon at 12:45. So parents, please look for the emails for details on when you need to report for staging for those two events. Boys and girls, on Monday, we're very excited. We will have a car parade through Manhasset beginning at 3 p.m. We will be, all the teachers and staff that are available will be going through Manhasset and saying hello to our students. We want to celebrate today National Corn on the Cob Day. It is also National German Chocolate Cake Day, and one of my favorites, National Making Life Beautiful Day. Happy National Making Life Beautiful Day. We have our morning words of the day come out of our morning mantra book, and they are as follows. Those who wish to sing will always find a song. That is a Swedish proverb, words to live by. I want to wish you all a great learning day. Don't forget to show your amazing character in your words, your actions, your attitude. And don't forget that your 3 R's, respectful, responsible, role models. Make it a great one. Let the day begin. And I think we're ready for a story. Thomas, do we have a story?
Yes.
Bring it over. Good morning, Thomas.
Good morning.
So the story we selected today is called Long May She Wave, the true story of Caroline Pickersgill and her star-spangled creation. And this is a great story about our American flag. Thomas, can you come over here so everyone can see the book? Perfect. It's about our American flag, and I really enjoyed sharing. I'm going to enjoy sharing it with you today. So here we go.
Oh, there's the flags.
Yeah, you're going to see the flags. Ready? Long May She Wave. And I think you're going to hear some of the Star-Spangled Banner through this story. So let's listen for the words of the Star-Spangled Banner. Over, under. 13-year-old Caroline Pickersgill stitched 350,000 tiny weaves. She came from a family of the best flag makers. Open, close. Caroline's mother snipped 400 yards of fabric. She had trouble fitting the 6 pointed stars onto the blue square. With a slice of the scissors, she created a 5-pointed star that nestled in perfect rows. Press, lift. Caroline's grandmother ironed 15 stars, each more than 2 feet wide. She had made George Washington's first flag when he fought during the American Revolutionary War. In 1812, America went to war again with the British. For a year they fought. For a year the British bombed, burned, and blasted their way through the new country. Preparing for the worst, colonels and generals from Fort McHenry at Baltimore's harbor asked Caroline and her mother to make a flag so large that the British could see it from miles away. For 6 weeks, Caroline stitched her first flag. Roll, push. She worked beside her mother and grandmother, but this flag was so large that all the seamstresses in the house were called to help. Flip, pull. Caroline's cousins, Eliza and Margaret Young, as well as Grace Wisher, a 13-year-old indentured servant, toiled through the hot days and nights, snipping and sewing. After she stitched the last stitch, Caroline watched American soldiers raise her flag up the flagpole at Fort McHenry. For a year, Caroline's flag whipped in the wind. Would anyone doubt that this was America with a flag so large? But then something happened. Caroline's world changed as smoke billowed in the air. The British soldiers had burned Washington, D.C. Now rumors spread like wildfire that the British were headed to Fort McHenry. Could it be true? On a fire. In the dawn's early light on September 12, 1814, Caroline woke from her sleep. Shuffling to the window, she looked out over Baltimore. The streets were bare. The homes were empty, and the silence was deafening. The British were close to Baltimore. Neighbors who had once proudly hailed the flag and pledged to defend the United States fled. But Caroline stayed. The flag that she sewed was more than red, white, and blue. It was a symbol of this new nation, the United States. At the twilight's last gleaming, British ships sailed into the harbor. Banding together, they formed a battery of cannons pointing towards the fort at the southern tip of Baltimore. Early the next morning, the silence surrounding Caroline's house broke. The British admiral ordered the American soldiers to take down those broad stripes and bright stars. Fort McHenry prepared for their perilous fight. Caroline heard the tapping from the snare drums. She listened to the loud tooting from the bugle players. Thumping from horse hooves echoed through her Baltimore streets. Over the ramparts, American soldiers watched the flag curl into the muggy morning air. Caroline searched the bay. Her flag was gallantly streaming. Bang, boom, the rocket's red glare lit up the sky from the morning till night. Bombs bursting in air rained over the British fleet. Bam!
Bam!
Each explosion gave enough light for Caroline to see through the night that the flag was still there. After 25 hours, the last cannon fired and silence returned. Peering out her window... Oh, can you turn this off? I think almost done. Peering out her window, Caroline waited for the smoke to clear. She had to know, did that star-spangled banner still wave? Would America still be the land of the free? Look. When the swirling dust and debris finally settled, Caroline saw it. Her first flag waving goodbye to the British, who were leaving the home of the brave. And I see... ends. Okay, come here. Come here. We'll play with that in just a moment. Come here, let's say goodbye to everyone. So we have a Flipgrid challenge. That was a great story. That was a great story. And our Flipgrid challenge today is, I'd like you to think about this prompt. In 20 years, I think America will be ... So we can think about what America might be in 20 years. And you can share your responses with us on Flipgrid. The code is Munsey Park. Boys and girls, I want to wish you a great Thursday, a great learning day. Let the day begin.